I'm Austin Bradshaw. I race a 1982 Mazda RX-7. Growing up with my dad at the track, we've always been kind of budget racers. We didn't have the means for a, enclosed trailer or anything like that. So I grew up at the track, wrenching with him. We had a small family-based crew, and it just became where if you wanted to go racing, you had to spend money on some things, and other things you had to save money for, and try and work up towards purchasing other parts and stuff like that. But had to get the bare necessities to get on track, and then just kind of go from there and transitioning to upgrading what I can here and there, and obviously with the help of many people throughout the sport of guiding me and helping me buy used things here and there. I think, for many people, there's a cost barrier to get into racing that looks intimidating. There's so many different expenses, from the safety gear to sourcing a car, but finding a car that has inner workings of a race car already there makes it way easier to get on track in a quick manner. It needs some maintenance, it needs some upkeep. Preparation is super key in making sure you've got a safe, reliable platform to get on track with. A good portion of the parts on this car were at one point all used that I bought secondhand, and slowly as time has gone along, then I've upgraded things, and those old parts kind of became backup parts. But you need a community of people that have parts for this, and you can't just go online and find a lower control arm for these very easily anymore. I think a lot of it comes down to making the car handle well. I think a driver that can extract the most out of their car with its handling can, really still provide a competitive platform, versus a lot of times racing in general is looked at as, I need the biggest motor possible to be in the top 10. And if you're able to develop and engineer a car through your shocks and your setup, then I think it's possible to still be competitive. So as far as, choosing where to spend your money is certainly important. And, a lot of my friends and other community members in motorsports always talked about dampers and shocks are the most important things. So I was obviously able to invest in some better motion control suspension after using some really great Koni singles. I've been using Koni shocks for the last 2 years, and finding a competitive platform that makes the car handle good, and then just learning to adapt your driving style to the car can still yield positive results without needing all that horsepower that sometimes I think is the #1 focus of many people. Really, it just takes determination and lots of effort and hard work. We hit the wall earlier, or the tire wall earlier in the day, and then spent the whole rest of the afternoon and evening till 10:30 last night patching it back together with the help of me and my younger brother and uncle and dad. So really, I think it just comes down to finding a way. You want to get on track and keep getting out there and getting laps in. You're here for the experience to go racing, and certainly it's demoralizing, and I'm somebody that's really hard on myself as a driver and typically don't make mistakes, but we found a way to get it back patched together, and we're able to get out for qualifying this morning. Tires are such a huge premium as far as cost goes, and a huge consumable. So I run almost every season, all of my races on scrub tires, and most guys run every majors race on a set of stickers. I come into the weekend with 2 sets of scrubs that have 10 to 12, up to 16 heat cycles on them, and I'll run them practice through race and flip them and rotate them to get them to last as long as possible. But it's a huge way to save money, and I'm so grateful for people like Michael Lewis and Colin Jackson that have donated tires to me over the years. And to them, they're going to put their next set of tires on, and for me, they know that I get to keep racing on them for the next couple races. So it's been a huge difference maker. As a young racer, you got to prioritize track time, and there's so many go-fast parts that all of us racers want to dump into our cars, but you got to prioritize what parts you want to put on. And in reality, you can't go racing every weekend if you dump all the money into the car. So little by little, weekend after weekend, put a new part on here, put a new part on there, get on track, and then save up your money and do the parts as you go. And it takes a couple years. I'm on year 3, and I'm still not even halfway done with the things I want to do to this, but focus on track time and develop your racecraft and your skills, and then chip away at the race car as you go along.